Okay, here is my princess podcast. And this is going to be Confessions of a Hairstylist with Stephanie. Stephanie, say hi.
Hi.
Yes, Stephanie has been my friend for many years. And basically, I'm going to ask her some really cool questions. We're going to talk about her being a stylist, the fact that she's a cosmetologist, she went to school. So Stephanie, tell me about your school experience.
My school experience. Well, I went to Capri in Brick. Basically, when I was in school, I didn't really realize that I had a hard time in school because I didn't really realize that when you're in school, they don't really teach you everything that you need to know. They teach you basics and what you need to know to pass the test. And they don't really tell you that you don't really learn what you really need to know until you're out doing it, and you learn a lot more from experience. And most of the stuff you learn in school, like the book stuff, you don't end up doing it that way when you get out in the real world anyway.
Would you say not to tell people not to go to Capri, or go to Capri, or what would you suggest?
I would say Capri itself was not a bad school. I just think sometimes people tend to think that once somebody goes to cosmetology school, that they come out of it like totally ready to do hair. Or I think people sometimes will go to cosmetology school and expect to learn more than they actually do. And they might feel discouraged like I did, because I was very discouraged in school because I felt like, why am I still feeling like I don't know, like I haven't learned a lot? Even though I've been in school for like a year, I still don't feel ready to actually do hair myself. But the truth is, it's really like once you get out of school and you assist, and that's really where you learn, is by being out in the real world, in an actual salon, practicing on clients and learning from experience. But Capri itself was a good school.
Did you get to learn how to do nails? Like my character is getting ready to try to do nails and she looks very confused.
Well, they actually have the skincare program, the nail technician program, and the full cosmetology program, which teaches you a little bit of everything. Now, when you do the full cosmetology, like I did, you only touch on nails for like a little bit.
How long is a little bit?
It's like a section of it. Maybe
Okay.
for like a week or two, you learn basics.
Okay.
But like, if you actually wanted to do nails, then you would take the nail technician course.
So you got to only do it for just a little bit?
Yeah, they touched on it a little bit.
Okay. Oh, look, a floating thing. What are those called? Pilers.
The full cosmetology course is like after you get out, then you can kind of like figure out what you want to do after you graduate, whether you want to do nails or hair or makeup or whatever.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
I love that this is going through her finger. I don't think anybody should actually file their fingers like that.
Okay. Now I know I only touched on nails for a little bit, but I know that's incorrect.
Looks pretty wrong.
No. You do not file through your entire finger. No. No.
It's not any kind of special any special way to do it.
No.
And this is a very nice salon. I wish I went here.
Probably it really is a very nice salon. I want my own salon.
You should. This one's called Hair Rocks Beauty Salon. That's so basic.
Oh, Hair Rocks.
Hair Rocks. This is a very nice thing. And I don't know what she's doing, but she's looking upset. So your first client that you've ever had in a regular salon, do you remember how that was?
You mean like not when I was in school?
Yeah,
You mean
not
like-
in school and not at your house, just an actual first client.
My first client that I did completely on my own, that wasn't a friend or a family member, was actually a kid's haircut that my boss gave me.
Oh, was that easy?
Because she would give me children's haircuts, I guess, because they I guess because they were kids and they probably wouldn't complain. I mean, even though you have the parents, but she used to let me use the kids to sort of practice on.
Oh.
So my first client that I had that was not a friend or family member was a kid's haircut. And she was sweet, you know. Actually, today we had a kid in the salon that I work in. We had a kid today who came in, and she was a little cute blonde haired girl, and she came to the back to get her hair washed, and she sat down. Now this kid was like 5, and she's telling me how she wants the temperature, telling me how much pressure I should be applying. She's telling me she was a little princess. She knew what she wanted.
Uh-huh.
And then she sits in the chair to get her hair done because my boss cut her hair. And she's like, now I want it short, but not too short. But I want to look like Beyonce.
She said she wanted to look like Beyonce.
She said she wanted to look like Beyonce. But she wanted her hair short, but not too short, but she wanted to look like Beyonce, this little blonde-haired, blue-eyed kid.
I'm going to make my character laugh at that. It's a complete like, LOL moment. Wow. That's what did you do to for her hair?
What did I do to her hair? The girl today?
Yeah, miss, I want to look like Beyonce.
We just gave her a haircut, you know, a little bob.
Oh, man, Beyonce doesn't have bobs, I don't think.
It wasn't a crazy Beyonce style by any no, it was not.
I get many hairstyles to choose from when I do my stuff. I'm gonna change the hair right now. This is a terrible haircut, I think, actually. It's kind of bad, I think. Would you do hair?
I probably would have got a little overwhelmed and frustrated if I actually had to cut her hair because she was being so particular and, you know, not really letting my boss do what she needed to do. And I was only the assistant. By the way, anybody getting their hair done, please be nice to the assistants.
Yes, because they handle your hair. You always don't mess with your food people or your hair people.
Be nice to your assistants and tip them.
Because that's,
Because the assistant does so much more than wash hair. I am an assistant. I am a cleaning lady. I am a barista. I am the IT tech.
Did you say you're a barista?
I'm a barista. Yeah. Because we've got like all these different drinks that we make. Well, we've got all these different teas. We make cappuccinos.
Back to the coffee.
What?
I'm having Princess Mermista here drink some coffee.
Oh, what is she having?
Some coffee. and there's let me think what else she's having. Some looks like probably old chocolate chip muffins of some sort.
Ooh.
I don't know. Do you have food at your salon?
We used to before the world blew up.
Ah, true.
But now we can offer like wrapped things like granola bars, but we used to put out more things like donuts and munchkins and cookies and stuff like that. Now it has to be wrapped.
All the good stuff.
And we used to have mimosas on Saturday mornings.
Oh, wow. So what's it like washing people's hair? Do they like do you get to do that a lot? And do people complain about the temperature?
They don't, unless, you know, generally they don't really complain about the temperature unless, you know, sometimes the sink will just change on you and it'll get too hot or too cold, and then, you know, you just fix it.
Do they scream?
No. A lot of times they'll be like, oh, can you make that cooler, or can you make that a little warmer?
Have you ever had a crazy incident at the sink?
At the sink? I mean, I mean, the craziest thing that's happened was, you know, the hose slipping out of my hand, and
At least you don't have magic powers.
giving people showers.
Or they didn't even ask for it.
I didn't even ask for a shower, but you're getting one.
Oh. I don't know if yours is still lagging, but my little Princess Marmista here is magically using her the hair sprayer. She's just magically doing it. What do you see on your side?
What'd you say?
What do you see on your side of my screen?
She's using her sprayer
With her magical hands.
with her magical hands. I've had incidences with clients, but not necessarily at the sink. It's when my boss that I used to work for, when I used to have to drive kind of where up by you, Andy, when I used to have to go like an hour and 20 minutes to work. My boss, you know, she wanted me to get practice, but the problem is she would use her actual clients who are not paying to be guinea pigs.
Wow.
So they would get frustrated if you know, like they pay to have their hair done and the assistant who just got out of school is blowing their hair out. Like, that's not really what they paid for. Like,
Okay.
you know, they paid to have their hair done by my boss.
Huh. Wow.
But I know a lady came in, and this was back when I had blonde hair, and she didn't know I could overhear her, but I overheard her, and she was like, oh my God, that's a terrible hair color on her. I don't know who let her have that. And not only that, she was commenting on the way I was dressed.
Oh gosh.
And then my boss made me blow her hair out, and she was complaining that I wasn't using enough tension, and she stopped me and asked my boss to do it. And then afterwards she complained to my boss about blowing out her hair.
Wow. That is kind of annoying. Oh, a massage table in a salon. This is great. Looks very calming. Okay, it's story time. So tell us about when your friend tell us the story about your friend and how she couldn't pay you for any of the stuff, what she did.
Okay, so I had a friend who asked me to do her hair, and I cut it and colored it, and I wasn't going to charge her that much because she was my friend and I was still pretty new. And she comes to my house with a bag of used, old, like very old, used makeup and these half empty bottles of nail polish. And after I did her hair, she goes to me, well, I know you're a stylist, and I figured we could kind of I figured you could use these because you do nails and makeup and hair. And okay, first of all, this is not the 1700s. We are not bartering. And second of all, I would never use old used makeup on people.
It's disgusting.
Like if I was gonna buy makeup to use on people, I would buy fresh makeup and I would make sure that I had disposable brushes.
Exactly.
Like I would use disposable brushes for like the mascara and the lipstick.
Ugh.
So, and it was very, very, very used. Like it was
When,
a lot of it was like almost done.
ew. Did it have that gross nail, like when nail polish gets on the bottle thing? Did it have any of those?
Some of them did, and then some of them were just very gloopy, like when nail polish just gets very thick.
Gloopy nail polish.
I didn't know what to do with this. I was like, well, then the best part is this friend ends up going to school for something else. And then
massage, right? I don't know.
Massage therapy. And then the time comes for me to ask her if I could get a massage, because I figured I've done her hair so many times for free. And she basically, she tells me it's going to be $75, which not only did she ask me to pay for it, but she charged the exact same amount that I would have paid if I went into her salon and had a massage. So basically full price, not even discounted it, after I've done your hair at least 4 times for free.
And then she just gives you used makeup and used nail. That just sounds gross.
It is gross.
Did she give, was there lipstick too, or lip gloss in there?
There was lip gloss.
Oh, you don't give someone your old lip gloss unless someone literally shows it to you and says, hey, I used a little bit of this. I don't really want it. Do you like this color? That's one thing, but to throw it in a bunch of goop and
exactly.
That's disgusting. She's fired.
Exactly. Absolutely. Oh, she's so fired. But the thing is, what's worse is that she gave it to me to use on people.
What?
Like she didn't even give it to me like for myself.
Oh no. Oh no, I didn't know that part. Wow, that's bad. That's really bad. That's disgusting in every possible way, actually. So she thought you were just gonna take, oh my gosh. Ew. I'm just trying to think about how disgusting that really is. I can't, that's hard. What's wrong with her?
You know what I'm saying though? Like she gave it to me to use on people. It's not like she was like, oh, I have this makeup. Do you want it? Or I'm not really going to use it. I used a little bit, like you said.
Yeah.
She was trying to give this to me as like supplies for my business.
Oh my God, no. Oh no. What is she doing? That's just sad. That's
Like
really
you,
sad.
like you really think I'm going to take this old used, you think I'm going to put your half used lip gloss on a client? Have a word with yourself. What?
That's that's just the dumbest thing ever. Like, why do people like her actually do things like that? I don't know. I don't get it. That's sad. That's a sad thing. I found a new salon. I'm in this brand new salon.
It's
I like this new salon.
it's sad because you know what it is? People don't ever seem to like take a minute and stop and put themselves in the other person's situation or think about how they might be feeling. Like all she was thinking was, oh, I can trade this stuff and I don't have to spend my money.
I wonder if she literally just looked around the room and says, oh, this I don't use anymore, this I don't use anymore, and this I don't use anymore.
That
And
had to be what she did. She probably just took a bag and went through all her stuff and was like, I don't need this, I don't need that, that's expired.
yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, ugh, God, that's when you like take it to the bathroom and just throw it out. Oh, I found a bathroom in here, and my character, I don't know why she fell on the floor.
Sorry, did I get into $10,000 worth of student debt for your half used, half eaten lip gloss?
Oh, oops. That's worth a student debt. Oh, you can go in the bathroom.
Is your crumpled up blush and eyeshadow gonna buy me food? Is your crumpled up blush and eyeshadow gonna put gas in my car or keep my phone on? I don't think so.
Help you pay rent, do all the good stuff, everything you got to do one day in the future.
Exactly. You can't make a living like that, and people forget. You know, people who know you and know that you do hair, they're like, oh, we're friends, you can do my hair for free.
Yeah, that's what they all want. It's not like they're
Where-
trying to support you and say, hey, like, I think if it was me and I did hair, I probably would, like, I don't mind giving discounts
right.
as long as you don't, honestly, I'd rather give a discount if you don't ask me for one.
That's exactly how I am. If you don't come in there with this attitude like, I shouldn't have to pay as much, don't you know who I am? Like, I would probably, if you didn't say anything, I would probably give you a discount.
Yeah, that's what I would think. Like, but if someone was just straight up like, hey, can you do my hair? Can I get the friend family discount? It's like, I was gonna give you a discount, but now that you asked.
See, like that to me is just out of spite now that you made it clear that you expect it. Now I'm not giving it to you.
Exactly.
That would be like if I won the lottery and people call me and is like, hey, friend. I'd be like, well, I was gonna give you some money, but now I know that you think you're entitled to some money. Now you're not getting anything.
People really do think that it is that entitlement thing. It's very much like, you know, like my friend should be doing this for me, automatically should be, not, I hope they're kind enough to do it, or my friend was kind enough to do something sweet and nice, but no, that's not it. Instead, it's going to be like, give me what I want now because you love me.
Exactly. Like there's you know, it kind of loses the, I don't know, you lose the gesture when somebody's expecting it.
Yep. It's no longer nice and sweet. And ooh, is that cake? Sorry.
And I'm even with that with my tips. Like when I wash people's hair, of course, I need to make my tips, but I'm never like most people who are like, oh, that person didn't tip me, the nerve. First of all, First of all, I don't do that because I'm not going to frustrate myself because, it's going to happen. You're just going to get people that aren't going to tip you.
Yeah.
And I think when you work in an industry where you make tips, I think you just have to go into it knowing that, like, you just have to know that you're going to run into people who aren't going to tip you.
Yep, that's what it sounds like. And they're not going to care. Some people don't think they have to tip. I mean, like some countries, they don't tip. And so some people don't know, like here in America, we kind of like to do that. It kind of shows that you're very grateful. Stephanie, there are burgers on the table.
Oh
Do you see them?
my God.
Stephanie loves burgers.
Oh, they're my favorite food. They're my favorite food. I don't hurt animals, but I love burgers.
We couldn't go over the fact that burgers, unless they're a veggie burger or a black bean burger or some other non-animal product, burgers are made out of cows.
Burgers are not cows, they're beef.
Beef is made out of cows.
No, beef is made of meat.
Meat is made out of cows and other animals.
Burgers are not cows, they're meat.
It could be turkey meat. But maybe turkey burger, then that's meat, and that's an animal. That is an animal. So yes,
What?
I said turkeys are animals and they make turkey burgers, so that is an animal.
It's not a cow, it's meat.
Then what about turkey burgers?
They're not animals either, they're meat.
Turkeys are animals. Always
they're not made of turkeys. They're
meat.
They're made of meat from the butcher.
Where does the butcher get their meat then?
From the distributor.
And where does the distributor get their meat?
From the truck.
And where does the truck get their meat?
The factory.
Now, this is the important part. Where does the factory get their meat?
They make it.
Out of what?
With their hands.
But what do they put in their hands to make meat?
Ingredients.
What are the ingredients, Stephanie?
Sugar, spice, and everything nice.
So are you saying that burgers are made out of Powerpuff Girls?
And a little bit of chemical X.
So they're made out of super Powerpuff Girls.
They're not made out of Powerpuff Girls.
That's how you make Powerpuff Girls. I think you got the wrong recipe and the wrong ingredients to make a burger.
It's beans and spices.
How did you plant how do they plant the beans? What kind of beans do they use? Do the cows eat the beans and then that's how they really use it?
They're beef beans.
Oh my gosh. So where do these beans grow from?
The ground, like any other bean. You plant it and you water it and it grows and you make burgers out of it.
So that's a black bean burger if you're thinking of that. That's different. That's not a beef burger.
It's not black beans, it's beef. Beef beans.
No such thing.
There totally is.
Beef beans do not exist.
They do exist. They do exist. Just like Santa and the M&Ms.
What?
They do exist, just like Santa and the M&Ms.
Look at me cooking a burger made. All this food in front of me in this scene is made out of meat. I don't know if you see it, but I'm cooking. Why is there a whole kitchen in a salon? I don't even know. I'm more concerned why there's a kitchen in a salon, actually.
I'm concerned as to why we're not serving burgers at my salon.
Right. That would be nice. Oh, they got French fries too. And French fries are yummy.
Yes, they are.
Just staring at them. She's not gonna even lift the French fry out.
I love French fries.
French fries are yummy. Ooh, I don't know what she's making. Looks like cake.
Cake.
Looks like cake. It looks like she's making cake. But now we're gonna go to one more place, and you need to tell me. I need to know if you would have your own salon, what would you name it?
Oh wow. Maybe something like Reflections or Illusions.
Ooh, that's pretty. That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
What kind of
Probably Reflections.
That's a really nice thing. It just makes me think of Mulan.
Yes.
How is this a salon? This is not a salon.
I love watching Disney movies with Andy.
It's fun. It's so
Andy and I have been watching movies at night together, and it's now like my favorite thing to do.
It's so much fun.
Like, I'm excited to come home from work and watch movies with Andy.
That's because movies are always exciting. I love watching movies in general.
We're gonna watch one tonight.
We're gonna watch all of it. Oh, we're not skipping any scenes. So we're gonna watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and we're not skipping any scenes.
We're skipping. We are skipping. The world needs to know.
Stephanie wants to skip the shoe scene, but that's very important. That's a very important part of the movie.
Okay, but you and Greg and I are watching it, and we're all aware that it happens. We all know that it happens.
The poor shoe just dies. It
We
gets
are
killed.
aware. What if it was a mommy shoe?
I mean, then the baby shoe would be sad because it wouldn't have a mommy, I guess.
Exactly. Like, don't nobody tell me it's just a shoe. I'm tired of people telling me it was just a shoe. That shoe had feelings. It cried. It whimpered. It gave sad, pleading eyes.
It really did give those sad eyes, though.
It did. First, it gave them to Judge Doom, and then it gave them to the audience.
Oh, gosh. I looked at I didn't even look at us. Oh, wow.
It was sad. And, what did Valiant do? Nothing. He just stood there and watched.
That's because he couldn't do anything about it. He didn't know what to do.
Push Doom out of the way so he can't dip the shoe.
He probably would have came back and dipped it anyway.
Tell Doom to, I don't know. I mean, Valiant had options. He didn't have to just stand there and watch.
Yeah, that shoe was kind of sad.
There's like a billion other tunes and people in that room. Nobody did anything.
Nope. They just kind of gave up.
Like,
they really gave up.
I need the world to know that this poor shoe lost its life to Judge Doom's brutality.
I mean, that's why you can't skip it. It's got to be seen.
Shoe lives matter. I'm starting the SLM movement.
Do it. Ooh, a tanning bed in a salon. Ooh. I don't need a tanning bed, neither do you, but hey. Ooh, makeup. Unused makeup.
See, and instead of Andy caring about making me cry, she says, no, we have to watch that scene. We're not skipping it.
Sometimes you gotta face the truth. What is she doing with her? That's not how you use makeup. I don't know if you can see the screen yet, but My avatar is not using makeup brush correctly.
Andy wants me to cry.
I don't want you to cry. I'm not, listen, I will send tissues to your house.
I would like to know why you and Greg both insist that we have to watch this part.
Because it's memorable.
But we all know. We've all seen it. We don't need to see it again.
Not everybody. Not everybody. But
It's not like we don't know that it happened.
true. Well, our time is about to end.
Oh no.
I know. Well, this just means closer to watching the whole movie.
You know, I suddenly feel very tired. Would you look at the time? I'm late for a thing.
Well, thank you, Stephanie, for telling us all about hair and all the exciting things that happen and how all this interesting. Ooh, is that a drink? Sorry, I just saw a really nice drink on screen and I want it.
I'm not watching this movie unless Andy gives me control.
You don't get control. I'm the controller.
No, I'm not letting you have the controller. Not with Roger Rabbit.
It doesn't work that way. It's not how this works. Not how any of this works.
It's how it's gonna work tonight because you're not traumatizing me again.
Okay, you'll be fine. But
well, not fine.
You will live. You will live. You will live a long life and you will be totally okay. I'm sure you will.
Why is it necessary to see this part? Why?
You can also just close your eyes like other people normally would. And I could warn you ahead of time and say, hey, by the way, this is happening right now and don't look, Stephanie.
I'm not watching this movie if you have the full control.
Yeah, but we know what happens when, we know buffering always happens when I don't have control.
Well, let it buffer.
It is not, well, it's not gonna be able to fit. You're never gonna see justice for the shoe.
Okay, then I'll host the party.
It doesn't work that way.
And I will host the party.
Oh, I love teleparty. I love having control over teleparty.
I will do the teleparty.
It's still gonna buffer. It's probably gonna buffer still. Ooh, lipstick. One more question, actually.
Yeah.
Did she give you used lipstick, that girl?
It was lip gloss.
Okay, because I mean that's bad too, but I would have been even worse if she gave you used lipstick.
Yeah, it was all really bad. Like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Use it on the homeless clients. I don't know. Use it on she probably expected to use it on clients that don't have any money. I don't know.
Wow, Andy.
That's what she probably wanted to do. Use it on people like her.
You know what? Next time I do her makeup, I'm gonna like pull out all that used stuff she gave me and be like, I only use my expensive makeup on paying clients. I'm
not gonna lie, I think you should. I think that's an excellent idea. Like, that's really smart. Well, my little avatar is extra fabulous right now.
She is.
Like, she looked all nice. She went to the salon, she did everything, and now she's gonna go through her photo shoot.
She's beautiful.
I like it. She has a little unicorn around her head too. Like, I like to make her look pretty.
Gorgeous. Oh, I could totally see you in that dress, Andy.
I have a similar dress, but it's pink and shiny.
I could totally see you wearing a shiny dress like that.
I would. Ooh, she's posing. Love it. Photo shoot. Super fabulous. She went from boring to awesome.
I'd like to do a podcast.
I know it's great, but we're going to have another one with you soon. So I want to say thank you because this is great that you did this for me. And you were actually my first true non-pilot episode podcasts.
Am I really?
Yes, I had a pilot episode, but this is the first real one, episode 1.
I'm so excited.
I know, it's great. It always looks kind of cool.
Thank you for having me. I can't wait to come back.
I can't wait for you to come back. You are the best. Thank you.
No, you.
Uno reverse card.
That's not how this works. It's not how any of this works.